The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end. Second down, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll try and run forward with Penny, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. They got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 34 yards there. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Young now. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Young. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Young. Short throw held in by Trimble. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll look to throw again. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready. Hold the ball. Cut.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they're going to speed things up here.
And it's third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith with the ground. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Last year on the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On play action, Young. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Rashad Penny, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Eagles 38, Panthers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Young on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Young on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down throw for Young, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Now here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Ready. Let's go. Charge.
Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ultra.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick-6, Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here is Young. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Great. King, Phil King.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
One last shot for Young. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.